Hello, friends and adventurers. Welcome back to Arkona. Hey, Raylan. We last left off as we just killed the undead mysterious guardian who was apparently guarding holy water, which was his own demise. Isn't that irony? Raylan doesn't seem to have anything to say after the wave hit his body. We did get the artifact. Mysterious artifact. Huh. But Raylan doesn't have anything to say about the quest. Okay, I guess in that case, we'll simply go to the militia because we don't really have anywhere else to go. That's the plan. And by the way, just for for full disclosure, I got so pissed off that I had to spend 400 gold pieces for that stupid holy water that I reloaded an earlier save. Got the holy water from the thingy, killed the guardian, and yeah, went back. Guess it's clever. Clever by the developers, you cheeky buggers, you. You cheeky little pricks. You put the holy water that cost a lot of money behind the guardian. Very clever of you. Very clever indeed. Let's have a chat with what's his face, Lord Sagard. Tell him we got a mysterious artifact. Maybe the mod is gonna end right down.
I knew that would be
Let's save the game. Kieran, does Kieran have anything else to say? No.
Hey you!
Must be some strong magic hidden on the island.
There must be some strong magic hidden on this island. I have met a stranger in the dark woods that seemed to be crazy from some kind of curse inflicted upon him. I tried to help him, but I wasn't fast enough. That dark magic made a zombie out of him.
Is that really true?
And that's not all. This man has probably been a paladin.
What? You want to tell me that you just made it to kill a paladin?
Well, the weirdest thing about it is that I wouldn't even call him a paladin by the look. He was completely naked, wearing a ring that kinda reminded me of a similar one I had noticed back on guards in Khorinis.
Can I see that ring?
Sure.
This doesn't look like a usual ring.
What do you mean?
The design. Current rings of paladins have an engraving of an eagle in the middle. These rings were made a long time before King Robert II united Myrtana.
That would mean that someone has landed here before all of you have, even earlier than the farmers.
That still doesn't make sense though. Soldiers of the times wearing these rings were not even paladins back then. Although their armor looked quite similar to what you know currently. In the past, our ally was known as Templars.
So that means...
Exactly. All of these people would be at least 200 years old.
Oh.
So, you can imagine that it's not possible to stay alive for this long.
But what could have caused me to meet a man of the past then?
Well, normally I would say that you had hallucinations.
But
this ring changes the situation. And I really don't know what to think about that. I have never witnessed something like that in my life.
It reminds me of a story that has been told in Khorinis.
What do you mean?
story, huh?
Back in Khorinis, people were talking about a strange man who had been living there for a short time. A regular prisoner that died in a temple, but he came back to life after a few weeks. Farmers were talking about a bright light behind the hill on the south that time.
Very interesting. But sounds just like a story for a campfire.
The story of the nameless hero.
That story would have felt innocent if the wise water mage hadn't confirmed the meeting of this man. That man told him about freeing the Valley of Mines. Nobody took that really seriously, but it's true that the magic barrier covering that place disappeared, so a lot of citizens were scared of the increase of crime. It hasn't changed the opinion about the man though, since there wasn't any proof. A lot of people started thinking the same about the water mage as well. They referred to him as a crazy old speaker. But that still didn't have a big influence on the people listening to his everyday speeches. However, one day, that water mage had to leave the city. He has never returned. Some people say that they have seen him talking to that strange man before he left.
That's all very interesting, but it won't help us solve the problem about that man you have met in the dark woods. I can only advise you to speak about it with somebody studying magic. I'm afraid that there's nothing more I can tell you about all this.
Okay, I did it.
I did it! I managed to kill the undead guard and make it to the shrine. I have found this weird crystal inside.
So the legend was right. We truly found the artifact that we sailed here for. And just thanks to you.
But...
Can I see it?
Yeah, here it is.
Well, is that it? Just a shiny blue piece of rock?
I doubt that it would be just a basic piece of rock that was locked and guarded in that shrine.
Yeah, that's right, but how should we use it then?
I can take the artifact to Raylan. Maybe he will be able to help.
Raylan? Who's that?
One of the inhabitants of this island. A really wise man who helped me a lot on your mission.
Really? By Innos! Why haven't you told me before? That Raylan could be really helpful for us. Listen, could you do me a favor?
Depends on what it's gonna be.
Would you be able to send Raylan to me? I would love to talk to him.
I will ask Raylan if he agrees.
Okay. So...
Before you leave, Gerrin, I'd like to tell you something.
what?
I am listening.
You did a huge favor for me in such a short time. That's something that should be rewarded a lot wealthier than big words or some stupid sum of gold. For your deeds, I'm promoting you to Lieutenant Guard.
Does that come with a better armor?
That's a true honor for me.
And that's the least I can do for you. You deserve it, young man.
What benefits does such a position bring me?
The most obvious is better armor and a weapon for sure. Your position also got higher than a few of my people, so they are required to follow your orders. After they are personally confirmed by me, of course.
So it says in the scriptures.
Talk to Rufus. He'll give you the new stuff.
Cool. So we're moving up in the world. Nice. What about Kieran?
They are.
Okay.
Is it really true?
Still no
Wait a
quest
minute.
related to the stone shrine over here. Sigard sent me.
Sigard sent me. I am coming to claim my new equipment.
Sure. Well,
There be
boy,
all kinds of
how about
rumors.
coming for a friendly talk sometimes?
What do you mean?
You're visiting me only when you need something.
Nothing's ever going to
Nothing
change
like,
that.
hey, how's it going, or let's have a beer tonight. Take an example from the other folks around here.
No one must
You
violate the
serious?
divine order.
I have a feeling that you're not even wearing a piece of soul.
Well, you were the one who kicked me out of our very first meeting. I could literally say the same about you.
Hey, I got my tasks and commands
As if I
I've been
didn't have
working
enough
on,
problems.
okay? How could have I recognized such a man in you after you came here like a poor beggar?
I have
don't have
enough
to
of
ask
that.
me that.
Where's my stuff?
Alright, keep cool. I just have to take it from my,
You're what?
That's nothing new.
Where's the armor?
Any problems?
That'll
I
only
cannot
cause
find the
more
armor of the
trouble.
Lieutenant Guard. He should be hanging on here, but he's not.
Does that mean I will be without new armor?
That'll only cause
I'm
more
afraid
trouble.
about that, unless you wouldn't like to make one by yourself.
You're joking, right?
I could teach you how to make one, after you get enough ingots of,
Of what?
It can go on like
Ah,
this
here
forever.
he is.
What?
The armor. I accidentally let it lay behind a
So it
bucket.
says in the scriptures.
Weird that I couldn't see any before here.
Yeah, you couldn't. I finished just shortly before you
It
came.
can go on like this
You can't
forever.
imagine how labor it is to hang on the armor, especially if you're age like me. So I just put it here for now.
It's better to watch out
And
who
I
you
can
tell
finally
lies.
get that armor?
Take it. And here, take this new sword.
Thanks.
You already know what I think.
Okay. So yeah, I know people like this who constantly, hey, you come to me only when you need something. No hello, no nada, no tralala. So what? We get a fine sword?
That's
That's
totally obvious.
Hey, you!
That's such an amazing sword, to be honest. Let's trade the stuff
Why
we
haven't I
have.
heard about this before?
Let's sell the battle axe and the two-hander and the fine sword, because we don't really need them.
No better.
We do need 1,000 gold pieces though. We also have a nice armor upgrade. So what's it
As
called?
if I didn't have enough problems.
Medium. Medium? This is the heavy kind, it's not the medium kind.
That's exactly.
Okay, so let's have a chat with Raylan. Tell him the good stuff. Raylan does seem like a suspicious character. My guess is he's either gonna be our main enemy because he knows magic, or he's gonna be maybe a representative of Beliar or Adanos. I don't know. It's he's a shifty one. Gonna say that much. Hey Elias, do you like my new clothes? No? Nothing? Okay. Can live with that. Oh, I just realized the map is cleared of enemies as far as I know. We only have 3 bandits left. This armor is really nice though. Does Mr.
Hey.
Beckett have anything else to say? How's it going with
Hey,
the farm?
you!
We are busy.
Okay. What about Anna? Show me her wares. Okay, she has the same. Actually, I can buy the raw
If
meat.
you're what? He can't
Yeah. Anna the high chick. That's what I'm gonna call you. Your name should have been Jane. So I could simply call you Mary Jane. Ah, she speaks like a high person. You know what I mean. Okay, so the plot does thicken. It seems that Raylan is a central character to all of this. There's Raylan. Okay, old man.
Hey!
Is it possible to bring a person back to life with magic?
Is it possible to bring a person back to life with the power of magic?
Why are you asking me specifically?
Well, you know a lot about the whole field of magic. I thought that you could help me to resolve something.
Gerrin, neither I know the answer for everything. If I were you, I would visit a necromancer for this.
Necromancer?
That's a person studying black magic. Necromancers usually know about stuff like that.
And when I can find this necromancer here on this island?
I'm afraid that there is not anybody like that here. You have to figure this out yourself, Gerrin.
Lord Cigar would love to see you personally.
Lord Sigard would love to see you personally.
Me? Why?
You helped the militia a lot with the mission. I am sure that he's gonna offer you some benefits.
What benefits? I am happy with my current life, and I don't need to be a clown for some arrogant militia soldiers that just randomly arrived here.
I thought that you want to know what's happening on this island as well.
That's right.
They can support us in the research. Moreover, constantly traveling between you and Sigard starts to be really exhausting for me. I think that it would make the situation a lot more simple if you spent a few days in the camp.
You know what? Since it's you, I am up for that. Take me to Sigurd.
Okay, come with
Come
me.
with me.
Oh, I have fast travel or escort. Oh, interesting. Can I escort them? This is a pretty good question. Can I escort them to, let's say, the Dark Forest? Is that gonna change anything? Speaking of forest, Tulcovanum Mortis, huh? The right answer to be false. Yeah. Let's go to the Dark Forest, the shrine. Maybe that's gonna unlock some secret dialogue with the old man Raylan. From what I know, he's invincible, so there's no real threat of him dying. Not that anything spawned, I think. Even if it did. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, doesn't seem to be anything around. Unless he's gonna have a dialogue to say, we're going the wrong way. Where are you taking me, young man? I'm an old man. You're taking me on such perilous adventures. Oh, my hips. No, Raylan doesn't actually seem to mind. So can I actually take him to... Can I take him for a swim, for example? Raylan? Let's exercise those old bones of yours. Yeah, come over here. There's a cave here that used to be filled with undead. It also has some lab equipment you might be interested in. There's also a will of the wisp. I need to climb up. Come over here. And these wisps are really difficult to fight.
So much for you, filthy beast.
Nothing to plunder.
Okay, Raylan. Have anything to say about this area? No? Nothing? Does Bookstand have anything new? No. What about the chest? Chest should be empty. Yeah, the chest is empty. Yeah, man! So he doesn't seem to have anything interesting to tell me. Same old 3 dead skeletons over here. Nope. 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 I know, man. I escorted you to Lord's Guard. I hope this is gonna be an interesting conversation. So Raylan doesn't have any dialogue, by the way.
Hey,
even if
here
you
we are.
take him.
This is Raylan.
Even if you take him to the
Well
shrine.
done. Nice to meet you, Raylan.
Okay.
I have a few things that I would like to talk about with you.
Such as?
We need help with this crystal. It should produce powerful magic, but it's not doing anything.
Show me that crystal.
Is it the focus stone?
I wouldn't expect to say something like this, but it feels very familiar.
You have seen a crystal like this before?
I am not that confident enough to say so, but I feel that there could be some similar principle.
Could you explain it more clearly, please?
Look at the walls of this crystal. They seem to be made especially for keeping something inside. Magic power or different sort of energy. However, part of this energy seems to be missing.
Oh, so.
We wouldn't know for how long this crystal was left abandoned without any manipulation. And it's possible that after all these years, it lost its original power.
Okay, so is there any way of charging its original power back?
And is there any way of charging its original power back?
If that is the specific type of the crystal that I think it should be, then we have a chance. But it won't be simple. We should find an accurate source of power to the type of the crystal. With its help and help of magic, we could charge this crystal again.
And where do we find such a source?
Are we
on this
gonna use
island?
the crystals we found?
I can't really tell, Gerrin. Although I have lived here for several years, I don't remember any place here with such a powerful energy. You should ask Sagard.
The Circle of
He
Stones.
was the one that explored the Darkwoods. Maybe he has noticed something.
Okay, let's ask Sagard then. Is it the Stone Circle by any chance? We're finding a way to energize the
We
crystal.
are finding a way to energize the crystal again. Raylan told me that we need a special source of power that could be able to charge the crystal. Do you have any idea about such a magic like this?
Gerrin, I'm a warrior, not a mage. You're asking the wrong person.
But you have been exploring the Dark Woods, right?
That's true.
Haven't you noticed anything suspicious out there?
Well, the whole place by itself seemed to be really suspicious.
And wasn't there anything extra that caught your attention, if we don't count the shrine?
Is it the cave?
I can't really say.
Is it the cave near the lake?
Yes.
One of my men was speaking
Okay,
about
it's
he
the cave.
told me that there's
Okay.
a lab on the other side.
Okay.
Are you? Can you imagine how heavy this armor is? Most of us would drown after barely reaching half of the way.
So, you want me?
Exactly. You are a big traveler already, so I want you to explore that cave.
I am
Yeah,
on
yeah,
my
yeah.
way.
Let's go.
Good luck.
Let's go. Let's go to the cave. Yeah, can you imagine how heavy this armor? I don't know, dude.
Hey,
I mean, you might not be Frederick Barbarossa, but come on. Just take off the armor. You're a paladin. You have magical runes. Let's sleep.
hey you.
Can I get this guy orders?
Don't you?
There is no.
I can. Let's sleep until the morning. Recover some of our mana. The map is so small that I can simply mostly just rest. Instead of using supplies. So yeah, we energize the crystal over there. So are we gonna use the colored crystals for that? I'm assuming that's the general idea, right? So how many chapters does this mod have? Because I heard that it was 10 hours long, and already feels like we are about 10 hours in. By the way, playtime, yeah, 10:41. Our playtime is actually 10:41 already. So does that mean we're very close to finishing the mod? Because pacing-wise, it actually feels like we're still it feels like we're in the middle of the game, not towards the end. Curious if it follows the three act structures. Beginning, middle, and end. Kind of feels like we're in the middle right now. But I wouldn't be surprised for the mod to suddenly end. I've played game modifications that did that. Just got into the story, it felt so interesting, and boom, bam, the end. Bye-bye. Okay. So are there gonna be any new enemies inside of this cave? Ooh. Anybody here? Anybody? Okay. So does the quest say? It says explore the cave and by a lake. One of the men supposedly seen a lab. Cortaghan 1, huh? Cortaghan 2. Now, these weren't here before. Let's see. And the second one used his last spells from his exhausted magic. A piece of land has arisen from deep waters in the rumble of a massive earthquake. And this land got the name Cortaghan. The mysterious place forbidden to all human beings. Take care of your land to make your wishes come true. But even if you starve to death or the enemy is pushing you out, do not ever set sail to the cursed land on the east. You may meet a worse fate than just a death, spoke the holy warrior to the people. However, with passing years, the temptation became stronger and stronger. One day, the first human left the land to find the truth, and he never came back. More and more people became curious about the Forbidden Land and saw other people try their luck. It began with small groups of travelers and ended with armed commandos sent by the government. Armed commandos, jeez, that's a very modern terminology. As people were gradually vanishing, the more dangerous it became for the citizens because they became more vulnerable. The protection became weaker every day. Once they all paid for their daring when the enemy raided their land and not a single one of them was spared. Yeah, it feels like the story is a bit... it suffers a bit from translation issues. So I'm assuming it speaks of people that migrated somewhere out of sheer curiosity. Forbidden Island that makes people disappear if they try to travel to it. Maybe Cigar can tell me more about it. The Forbidden Island, huh? Is this the Forbidden Island that makes people disappear? Arkona? This is where people are not allowed, because there is an inner shrine that apparently predates the appearance of the paladins. And that in itself raises some questions. Somebody dedicated to Innos built the shrine. Or maybe the farmers did. Although I doubt it, to be honest. Becca didn't mention anything about building a shrine. Let's go towards Lord Sigard. See what he has to say. I think a bit of proofreading would have made this mod way better. But it's not too late. It can be proofread. At least the written texts can be proofread. Some corrections can be done. Fortunately. Not sure about the voice acting. I'm guessing it would be too complicated to re-record a lot of voices. This little piece of rock over there. Can it be explored, I wonder? Okay, I think we're nearing the end of this episode, so we're gonna have to see how long this dialogue is gonna be. If it gets too long, we're gonna have to...
Hey, since you're back, you should immediately visit Lord Sagard.
How so?
What happened?
You will find out soon enough. Hurry up.
Oh shit. Who died? Somebody did something stupid, didn't
If
they?
he doesn't see that, I can't help him.
Okay. I'm worried. Let's see.
You wanted to talk to me?
Betrayal?
Yes, we have a serious problem. The artifact was stolen.
What? How could that happen? Did the bandits have anything to do with that?
I am afraid that this is not a work from bandits. We got a traitor between us. Frederick disappeared some time ago, so there is a chance that it could have been him.
That's truly not good. We should go and find him before it's too late.
I entrust you with this task.
Of course.
Seriously? You want me to search for him alone?
We cannot leave the camp just like that. Nobody knows if the filthy bandits aren't somewhere around. Please, go and find Frederick.
Alright, I'll see what I can do.
I visited the
I
cave.
visited that cave. There was indeed a lab, and I even found those weird books.
So, Gavin was right. He suffered because of my nonsense.
What are you talking about?
Gavin was the one who swam to the cave. The next day he became seriously ill. Probably from swimming in such cold water.
Well, swimming in cold water is definitely not the best idea.
Where's all your empathy, Gerrin? He almost died. Got serious respiratory problems and became so weak that he could barely move.
And how did it end up with him?
Well, as you could recognize, he's alive. After a long week of suffering, he finally started to heal. I sent Frederick on the exploration of some herbs. And after a few minutes he came back with an interesting drink that he had found in the empty house.
Empty house?
Yes, the house on the hill, close to the beach area. What's up?
That empty house actually belongs to Raylan, you know?
Well, that's not a good situation.
I don't think that Raylan would be happy if he knew that you let your man steal in his house.
Shh, not so loud.
Uh-huh.
It was a critical moment when I almost lost one of my soldiers. I had to do something. Do you feel me?
Yeah, I think that's understandable.
Unfortunately, it's not all.
What happened?
Gavin got really angry at me. Since he got healthy again, the relationship between us completely vanished. He signs it as my fault, and I sadly have to agree.
Look, we do not have much time to talk. Can you tell me anything closer about this book?
Let me have a look.
Okay.
Cortaghan?
Does that sound familiar to you?
Yes. Legend about the island Cortaghan became one of the popular legends among us soldiers on the mainland. Island covered by shiny, colorful crystals, looking of incalculable value. I have met many crazy people dreaming of finding this piece of land and being rich.
And do you believe that this legend could be real?
Hard to say. If you asked me this question on the mainland before the Great War with Orcs, I would probably just laugh in your face. However, in my current position, I would likely believe in a friendly dragon that would move us out of this island and burn out all the hordes of orcs.
How cute.
Well, one thing is certain. Those who really left to find this island have never come back. A lot of people said they could be raided by pirates or they got caught by a storm. But today's pirates are scared of further waters, and the time when some of the people left was clear weather for several days.
And what value does the story in the book have?
I'm afraid that exactly this one could be just a rip-off of a bigger volume. Probably any religious book. That's all I can tell you about it. Maybe Raylan knows more. You should visit him as well.
Thanks for your help.
Okay, so I think we can end the episode right here. So is this the island of Cortaghan? Because there have been quite a few shipwrecks we spotted by the beach where we first landed. We did actually find...
I never knew that.
yeah, there's a woodland Betty.
I have heard a thing or two.
We did find... What the hell is with all these weeds? Is that a quest somewhere that requires weeds? Because otherwise you wouldn't put as a developer weeds in this game. Unless you just wanted to add some flavor. So yeah, there's a shipwreck right over there. Bunch of shipwrecks. Does Frederick's friends know where he is? Or can we talk to Gavin and tell him that Lord Sagard feels pretty bad? No, apparently we can't talk to him. Oh well, so we cleared a few things up. Guessing the story is gonna take us with a confrontation with the bandits. So, that's exactly what we're gonna do. So, thank you guys for watching. Gonna see you next time. And remember, as always, the most important story in the world is your own. Cheers guys and gals, and take care of yourselves.
I agree.